So in this particular video, we'll be discussing about Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh in the month of June 2025. What you should be expecting in terms of the weather, the road condition, the places that you should be visiting. Is it a good time to be going there? What kind of gear you need to be packing, and what is the budget that you need to have for your trip to Arunachal Pradesh and Tawang specifically in the month of June 2025. Now, keep in mind that the month of June is monsoon in most parts of India, but in Arunachal Pradesh, the monsoon will arrive late because it is in the higher up region closer to Tibet and Bhutan. So, keeping this in mind, it is a very good time to be going to Arunachal Pradesh in June. It is summer in this part of the northeast India, even though it will be raining in Assam, but when you cross over to Arunachal and you head towards Bomdila, it wouldn't really be raining. So the daytime temperature in Tawang is anywhere between, I would say, 15 degrees to 25 degrees in June, while the temperature in the night will be from 5 to 10 degrees. So you can expect it to be extremely cold in the nights, while in the daytime it'll be pleasant weather. So carry along with you a mixed bag of clothes, that is light cotton wear for the daytime, while for the nights you need woolen. You need a very good jacket because when you're going to Bumla Pass and Sangastar Lake, it can be cold and windy at the same time in this region. So come prepared with your winter best because the weather can be unpredictable. Snowfall is possible at Sela Pass and at Bumla Pass since it can snow any time of the year over there. So if you are someone who's expecting snowfall, do not keep your hopes very high, but you can expect to find snow in parts of Sela and at Bumla Pass. Snowfall, if it happens, you can consider yourself to be blessed. Now, when it comes to the road condition, the roads are extremely well made all the way up till, I would say, Bumla and Sangastar, so you do not need to worry about the road condition. The only thing that you need to keep in mind when you're traveling to Arunachal Pradesh and Tawang is that you need an inner line permit. Now, this permit costs rupees 500 and can be done online via the Arunachal government website. This permit has to be done per person, so regardless of the group that you're going in, each person needs to have this permit with them. Now keep in mind that after you've got this permit, an e-copy is more than enough to travel around Arunachal Pradesh. Now when it comes to the rainfall, you can expect a little bit of rain here and there towards the second half of June, maybe towards the end of June when it might rain, but it wouldn't really obstruct your travel around around Tawang. But when you're planning on going to Bumla and Sangastar, my personal recommendation is spend at least 3 nights 4 days in Tawang. So by default, even if Bumla is shut or inaccessible for any given reason, you still have a banker day where you can travel and go to Bumla and Sangastar Lake, because the whole purpose of traveling to Tawang is to witness Sangastar Lake and experience Bumla Pass, and that is only possible when you have an extra banker day. So God forbid anything goes wrong in terms of the weather or because the army has the place shut, you can still visit the place. Now remember, because of tunnel which was inaugurated last year, it has become very easy to reach Tawang, so you do not need to worry about the road conditions to via Sela Pass. And even if by default the weather goes bad and it's raining, you will still manage to make it without any issues via Sela tunnel. Plus it is time efficient, so you'll save a lot of time. For all those who are planning and expecting to take the helicopter to Tawang in the month of June, drop this idea, because there's no way the helicopter is going to be possible considering that it's going to be raining in mainland northeast with Assam, and even in Itanagar it's going to be raining, so it's very unlikely. The chances, I would say, is 5% chance of the helicopter taking off during the monsoon. So the only way to get in and out of Tawang in the month of June is by taking the roadway. Just make sure that by default you have at least a minimum of 6 to 7 days planned for your trip. Anything shorter than that is going to be impossible for you to do a proper trip to Tawang, because the journeys are so long that it's going to be tiring and backbreaking to be traveling so many hours per day. When it comes to food, Tawang has plenty of options. There are dabas, there are cafes, there are restaurants, and a typical meal will cost you anywhere between 100 to 200 per meal, depending on what you want to have. If you go for the dabas, the veg food anywhere between 100 to 150, while non-veg would be from 200 to 250 per meal, and these thalis are very tasty and are extremely hygienic. So if you are someone who's on a budget, then make sure that you're visiting the dhabas for their unlimited thali. But these are rice thalis, so you do not expect rotis in these thalis. You'll get rice and bhaji and dal. Now when it comes to the cost for the vehicle, the cost in the monsoon is the same as what it would be for the rest of the year. The sharing vehicles will cost you anywhere between 800 to 1000 per seat, and these sumos take anywhere between, I would say, they take 10 people, excluding the drivers. So that's going to be 11 people in a sumo. So if you're okay traveling like that, then you should consider the sumo, because that's the most economical way to reach Til Tawang. To go to Bumla Pass and Sangastar Lake, the only option is for you to hire an SUV, which has to be booked locally with your hotel or homestay owner, because you need a pass to go to Bumla and Sangastar Lake, which only the locals can get it for you. Now, keeping all of this information in mind, when you are planning on going to Tawang in the month of June, make your stops at Bomdila, Dirang, and I would say at Balukpong if you're hiring a taxi, because these are the three hotspots that you need to stop along the way. On the return, you should stop at Balukpong. While going, stop at Bomdila, because that's when your journey becomes more comfortable and easily accessible in terms of travel time and the distance covered. The reason I'm saying that, even though it is going to be raining and the weather forecast will say it's going to be raining, but in Tawang you wouldn't get a lot of rain, is one major reason is that seasons have shifted, and the monsoon that used to come in the month of June is now coming by the end of June and in the first week of July. Hence, traveling to Tawang in the month of June is not at all an issue. Even if it rains, it's not going to hinder your travel in any form of landslides or anything, because the roads have been really well done all the way up till Tawang town. Now, if you are someone who's planning a trip to Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh and want to enroll with a group, and you're planning on traveling solo, as a couple, or you have a group of friends and you're confused about how to go about it, you can click on the link in our description. We have a trip happening to Tawang in the month of June. You'll find all the details on our website. If you are interested in the trip that we are having, you can directly WhatsApp our team from the WhatsApp options on the website, or you can directly book from our site. The choice is yours. If you have any queries related to traveling to Tawang on your own private trip, you can leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll be more than happy to help you out with travel to Tawang of your own. But do not WhatsApp or call us for any queries related to your trip, because our sales team is not inclined to answer anything related to your YouTube personal queries. For that, you can drop a comment in the comment section over here. Now, when it comes to altitude sickness and breathing issues, it's very unlikely in the month of June that you'll have any of these issues when you're traveling to Tawang, because there's plenty of greenery, and like I mentioned earlier, when you're traveling to Tawang, it's a gradual incline where you'll have to stop along the way. So by default, you are going to be acclimatizing and getting to Tawang. So before you reach Tawang, you should be well acclimatized, and there's plenty of oxygen. So get it out of your head that you will face breathing and health issues because of the altitude that you're traveling to in Tawang. Just keep yourself well hydrated and pack enough of winter wear so that you're not stuck with the wrong clothing in a place which is going to be cold. Carry an umbrella, because that's something that you will need, because it will be raining in Assam and other parts. Over and above this, Tawang has very good 4G and 5G network of BSNL, Airtel and Jio. So by default, you will have network. Just when you're going to Sangastar Lake and Bumla Pass, there is absolutely no network. For the rest of the journey, you'll have excellent 4G and 5G network. So now till our next video related to Tawang, stay safe, stay happy and stay blessed.